everyone, so today's video is going to be about how people who are handicapped inspire others. So there's a lot of talk about how people shouldn't say that, they're inspired by, people like me who, have goals and a career and, like to experience life and have, more experiences perhaps than some individuals who aren't in wheelchairs. A lot of handicapped people will say that, we're just people, you shouldn't be inspired by us. It's silly to say you're inspired just because I get up in the morning. It's kind of condescending, or it's not logical to think about. And I can see this point of view, right? But I can also see the point of view where people aren't inspired because of their self-loathing and their self-pity that they place on themselves constantly. And, people like me, or people like, who are disabled, who don't even think about their disability, and just go out and tackle life. It's inspiring to people who are self-pitying and who constantly are, feeling sorry for themselves for whatever they're going through. And I even think about this as well with people who are worse off than I am. I always look at those situations as, an opportunity for me to be grateful for what I have rather than, be upset for what I don't have. And that's really, you can apply that notion to any portion of life, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be applied to people who are in chairs, but it can also be applied to, just everyday situations, right? Instead of looking at what you don't have, look at what you do have and be appreciative of what you do have. And a lot of theories and a lot of people who focus on spirituality and happiness say to focus on what you do have as a seed to stem your happiness, or to grow your happiness and well-being. Back to the inspiration portion. I'm inspired by people who are worse off than I am. I'm inspired if they write, music, or I'm inspired if they are tackling endeavors, traveling. That's something that really inspires me personally, because I have this notion of I can't travel, I'm stuck where I am, it's really hard for me and stuff like that. And to see people who are worse off than I am traveling to Europe and traveling to all these different places, it inspires me, right? It inspires me to overcome my fear or my mental block that's blocking me off from having these experiences and, getting out into the world more. It can be a little condescending, to say, oh, it inspires me that you, let's say the handicapped person, let's just say you're on the bus, right? A handicapped person's on the bus and someone comes up to them and says, oh, you're so inspiring. It's first of all, you don't know me. Maybe I'm not inspiring. Maybe I'm just on the bus and I'm going home and I'm going to go, cry about my life. You don't know. So why are you telling me that I'm inspiring? It's just condescending and it's not rational, right? Just because I'm in a wheelchair and I'm on a bus, you're going to tell me that I'm inspiring. It makes us feel like you don't even mean what you say anyway, so why are you saying it? How can you possibly mean to say that I'm inspiring to you when you don't even know me? So, those kinds of situations I can see. But personally, I feel inspired a lot by people with disabilities that are worse off than I am. And there are people that are worse off than I am, and there are people who are better off than I am. And it takes time to realize that you have a choice on how you can perceive the world. You can perceive the world to be the most miserable experience, and then that's what it will be, because it's your perception, it's your world, it's your mind frame that's going to create your world. So it can be miserable, or it can be, well, this is what I've been handed. There are people that are worse off than me. I'm really grateful that I have this much function. I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to tackle what I want, and I want to have goals, and I want to be something, and I want to contribute something, and I want to make an impact on the world or on the community, even the disabled community or whatever community you're closely related to, the vegan community, or whatever. So that's my opinion on whether or not people in wheelchairs or people who are disabled are inspiring to others. I feel that anyone can be inspiring, so it doesn't matter if you're in a chair or walker, or if you have one leg, or if you got your leg cut off, or whatever. Any one of us, someone who's completely able-bodied, we can all inspire each other. It doesn't necessarily have to be just because I'm in a wheelchair and I'm on the bus, I inspire you, right? So get your inspiration from however you want. Maybe I'll do a video on how to be inspired, but anyway, I feel as though handicapped people can be inspiring just as much as anyone else can be inspiring. Don't walk up to a handicapped person and say, you're inspiring, just because they're sitting there, basically. All right, so have a good day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Is all I needed to do, and in every cloud that shapes the sky, we watched till the moon rose to the night.